Coming up in today's MLB recap, Ohtani was back on the bump for the first time in over 600 days. He was pumping triple digits. It was awesome to see him back out there. We have even more information coming out about Rafael Devers, and it makes Rafi look even worse. Big Papi? Yeah, David Ortiz, he had some strong comments as well. An Angels rookie showed out in front of his hometown crowd. He grew up like 15 minutes away from Yankee Stadium. Also, we have a random college clip, but it's not so random because it was one of the greatest games ever thrown by a human. And back to MLB, everyone was going crazy on defense. I mean, this is going to be one of the more fun recaps we've ever made. So again, we'll talk about all of that and more in today's MLB recap. We also have one of the greatest bat flips ever coming up later in the video, but it's brought to you by SeatGeek and Underdog Fantasy. Don't forget to use code Fuzzy to save yourself a bunch of money and get free pick'ems. So before we talk about all of the games, we do have some more updates on Rafael Devers, and I want to show this start right here from Arkansas starter Gage Wood. He threw a 19 strikeout no-no in the College World Series. It's the first time in 65 years that we've seen a no-no in the College World Series, and I had to show it because, let's be real, a 19 strikeout no-hitter, that's one of the greatest games in human history. Wow, David Ortiz had some more to say on Rafael Devers. He said, "You can't imagine how many times I wrote to Devers trying to give him advice, but unfortunately, he has communication problems. He almost never returned my messages, but I don't blame him. He's a good guy, but he definitely needs to improve his communication. He should find an advisor to help him with that." David Ortiz again from the top ropes, one day after saying that he has an ego problem. We have even more Rafael Devers updates that make him look even worse. This comes from June Lee of Yahoo Sports. He said that Rafael Devers was reportedly upset that Christian Campbell, the rookie, offered to play first base after Devers rejected first base and told the Boston front brass to go find a first baseman in the market and to do their job. So when he rejected first base, maybe he thought that his teammates would have his back. Instead, Campbell said, "You know what? If we don't have a first baseman, I'll play first base." And I guess Rafael Devers didn't like that, which is an awful look. But Rafael Devers does have a chance to do the funniest thing ever. I don't know if you guys knew this, but the Red Sox are playing in San Francisco this Friday. Buster Posey, the president of baseball ops in San Francisco, who pretty much was the mastermind of this trade, he said that Devers could play third while Matt Chapman is out, and even first base. If he plays at first base this Friday, it'll be the pettiest move in baseball history. Without further ado, let's get into the games from yesterday. Let's start with the Red Sox game because this is their first game without Rafael Devers, and this is hilarious. Devers, he hit his first career home run in Seattle years ago. Roman Anthony, his first career home run also comes in Seattle. He somehow pulled an outside fastball 400 feet, and that's his first career long ball. Obviously, the kid's got crazy talent. The Red Sox, they went up a second run on a near web gem from Cole Young. Abraham Toro, he keeps getting the job done. He's batting .317 with the 145 OPS plus. Lucas Giolito, he worked some magic. I don't know how he did this because he's been stinky lately. He channeled his inner 2019-2020 self. That's one strikeout. J-Rod is 2 in a row. Cal's up now, and we know how dangerous Cal is, but it didn't matter. Giolito gets out of the jam. He strikes out 3 in a row. That's a Houdini act if I've ever seen one. Lucas and Logan Gilbert both struck out 10, so they were disgusting. This next play was disgusting as well. Roman, he got sawed off, and he thought that he was maybe going to be okay, get another pitch. Nope. Ben Williamson with the Cirque du Soleil catch in foul territory. All of that extra stuff just didn't really matter. Aroldis Chapman, he's been nasty. He struck out 3 in a row. He has 13 saves. The Red Sox, they've won 6 games in a row, and they would be a playoff team right now via the wild card if the season ended today. The Mariners would be out. They're a half game back of a wild card spot. They're 36-35. So before we show Ohtani's first start in over 600 days, I want to show his old team taking on the Bronx Bombers in New York. Trouty's been on fire. Stanton's back, like literally, he's right there. No one scored until the 11th. Stanton did drill a baseball for his first base hit, and then the next pitch was an easy double play. Jose Soriano and Clark Schmidt, they were unhittable, really. They had a combined 14 2/3 shutout. Then the rookie Christian Moore, he nearly changed that with a triple in the 8th inning. That's his first career base hit. He motors around for 3 bases after Judge belly flopped and missed it. Fernando Cruz, he did bail out Clark Schmidt with a splitter from hell. That's one of the best pitches in baseball. Zach Neto, he contorted his body to make the grab. That's the first of a few 10 out of 10 5-star play web gems in this recap. Actually, we just saw one with Ben Williamson. There's plenty more. Stanton, his second base hit was a rocket double, and we know that he's not going to stay on the bases, especially in a close game. Jason Dominguez came in and took off for third as a pinch runner, and I mean, as good as the Yankees have been this year, they've had some of the dumbest luck I've seen for an elite team. Volpe chopped one directly to Rengifo as Jason was sliding, and Jason is now out. Again, we need 11 innings. Nolan Schanuel, he's the guy. It's a go-ahead double. Judge had an intentional walk. They were not going to give him another at-bat. No way. He has 16 intentional walks already. Bellinger, I thought he had it because it's back. It's back. It's a sac fly. Jason then broke his bat. Christian Moore, the hometown kid, he grew up 15 minutes away from Yankee Stadium. He threw it home and Goldie's out. Volpe, another chop to third. Strickland, he gets the save. The Yankees, I can't believe this. They've lost 4 games in a row, which is not great timing considering how good the Red Sox and the Rays have been the last week and a half, 2 weeks. For the first time in 663 days, Ohtani is on the bump. The guy just went 50-50 last year. He has 25 home runs already this year, and he's got a career 3 ERA with a near 11.5 strikeouts per nine as a starting pitcher. His first pitch back was a 98-mile-per-hour sinker, and Tatis, he actually put up a great at-bat. He fought off a 99-mile-per-hour fastball to dunk it in. Ohtani, he was amped up. He was trying to be 95, 96. He was hitting triple digits multiple times. Luis Ariz, he dunks one in, so early trouble for Ohtani because Manny, he's been on fire lately, but he swung at a pitch 18 feet outside and he got bailed. It was one of the most crystal clear swings I've ever seen. Like, no BS. It was one of the worst calls I've ever seen from an umpire on a check swing that robbed Ohtani of strike 3, and of course Machado's second chance results in a sac fly. That was a sick throw from Pages. He for sure has a top 3 arm in baseball right now. Ohtani, he thought he was out. Edman, he smothers a baseball. He helps Ohtani with a beautiful play. And shout out to Freddie Freeman, who dove and then got back with the quickness. Muncy, that's the final out. So Ohtani's day is done. He threw 100+ multiple times. Dylan Cease, he was disgusting. There's some drama with him and Pages later, but he struck out the side in the first. Again, that drama with Pages came later, not before Ohtani smacked the ball the other way, an RBI double to tie it. Cease, he basically dominated aside from that, but he fell apart after he was given a lead. Muncy, he singled in 2, so the Dodgers are up by 1. Tommy Edman, not only is he flexing the leather, but now he's doing it in the box. He singles in Max Muncy. Dylan Cease, he's imploding, and yeah, Pages got hit by a pitch. Now, Pages said after the game that he thought it was on purpose. He was staring down Dylan. After the game, Cease said he's never hit a Dodger before, ever. Like, it clearly was not on purpose. There's Ohtani. His second base hit of the game is an RBI base hit, another one. So he threw 100+ multiple times on the bump and then went 2 for 4 with 2 RBIs. The dude's a freak. Mookie Betts singled in another. Manny Machado mashed out his 11th home run. He's batting .316. He has 2 RBIs in 3 consecutive games. But Kirby Yates, he does finish it out, which I thought it was going to be Tanner Scott's job. Nope, they like matchups in LA, so they play it right. That's his second save. The Dodgers, they win their 44th game. The Padres are 39-32. You guys are about to witness one of the greatest bat flips of the last few years. But before that, both starters in this A's and Astros game, they went 5 frames, allowing just 1 run, and they both allowed that run on a solo home run. How far did Jose Altuve hit this baseball? 439 feet. That was off of Mitch Spence. The Houston defense really helped out a lot. Look at Paredes with the bare hand throw. Altuve doing his best Jeter impression, and they're not done yet. Look at Luis Guillorme. How in the world did he do that? He speared another Cirque du Soleil catch. That was a crazy grab. Everyone's going crazy on defense. Look at rookie Max Muncy. Are you kidding me? He easily saved a run. That right there was one of the best Jeter impressions I've ever seen. Of course, it was at third base where Jeter should have played for his career. Anyways, JJ Bleday, he didn't go as far as Altuve, but he still hit it a ton. He goes 410 feet for his 8th home run. Ryan Gusto, he was awesome aside from that 8 strikeouts, just 3 base hits. Mason Miller mowed down Astros hitters in the 9th inning, so it's still a tie game. That was 101. Then he threw a nasty slider to get Cam Smith to chase, and this is as fun as a 9th inning is ever going to get. Mason Miller to a walk-off, perfect blast to Neptune. This ball took out several satellites on its way out. The rookie Nicholas Kurtz, he wins it. He has 6 home runs and 13 RBIs his last 11 games. He's shaping up to be an absolute force of nature. The A's are 30-44. The Astros are 41-31. Earlier, we showed the Boston Red Sox winning their 6th game in a row. Tampa and Philly are right behind with some pretty long streaks of their own. Tampa wants 4 in a row, and I think that Philly's going for 5. Zach Eflin, the Orioles starter, he got put in a body bag by the Rays. Josh Lowe hit a mammoth, a prodigious 334-foot home run. That barely squeaked out. And after that, Christopher Morel bunted for an RBI single. Jake Mangum, he singled home another with his elite speed. The other LOWE, he went yard as well. Well, after this one, Ali, he had his 8th of the season. Ali's hitting 360 this month, so he's breaking out. Here's Brandon Lau, a 3-run predator missile. Look at where this ball went. He's up to 14 home runs. He has an insane 125 career OPS plus. This dude flat out rakes for a second baseman. Jake Mangum, he's making Rays fans kind of forget about Chandler Simpson. He had 3 more base hits. This one's a 2-run double, so he had a 3 RBI game. Ryan Pepiot, he's making Rays fans forget about Tyler Glasnow. He was out of his mind, and he's been doing this for like 2 months now, even dating back to last year. He had 11 punch-outs over 8 innings. He has a 2.3 ERA his last 2 months of starting. The Rays have won 4 games in a row. They get to 40 wins. The Orioles are 30-41. But we do have a fun fact about the Orioles. They're about to play the first of 7 games at Yankee Stadium, kind of. So they have 4 in a row in Tampa, which is the exact same dimensions of Yankee Stadium, because we know it's their spring training complex, and then they have 3 in a row in actual Yankee Stadium. So if Gunnar and Allie are going to boost up their stats, now is the time to do so. I just thought that was a fun fact, and it gives me the chance to shout out my interim editor, Cam23. He's helping me out. He used to help me out years ago, so this is an OG. Make sure you guys go subscribe to Cam23. He'll be in the comments down below. Trea Turner and Max Kepler, they both ripped some home runs against the Marlins. Trea actually leads the entire National League in base hits, by the way. And Sandy, he lost the lead, but he did make some history. This Trea Turner strikeout in the 5th was career strikeout number 833, which passed Josh Johnson. Man, that is a blast from the past name. He was one of my favorite pitchers to watch back in the day because he was kind of like the first guy who could throw 100 miles an hour in the 8th or 9th inning. Sandy did leave with a quality start. Remember, you can allow 3 over 6+ innings, but no more than that. Marshy, he tripled, and Trea, he extended his NL hits lead with an RBI single. He had a 3-hit game again. Alec Boehm, he just does this randomly. He stays really hot with a 2-run single. He just goes on crazy stretches. And look at this guy, Orion Kerkering. He might be the Phillies' new closer going forward. I'm kind of surprised it's taken them this long to kind of give him the leash to be a closing pitcher. That's his first career save. Again, he could be the Phillies guy going forward. It's an easy 1-2-3 9th inning. The Phillies have won 5 games in a row. And shout out to the rookie Mick Abel. 5 innings, 1 earned run, just 3 base hits. He has a 2.2 ERA his first 4 starts. He's showing why he was a 4-time top 100 prospect. I got a question for you guys. Is Hunter Goodman the best catcher in the National League? Obviously not, because Will Smith still exists and William Contreras, but like, this dude is becoming a legit all-star type player. He had a 2-run home run for his first of 2 on the day. Both squads, they did tack on some runs, so I'm going to skip to this fun clip. Rookie Dalen Lyle, he launched his first career dinger, and I mean, launched it 415 feet. Alex Call, he then got on for James Wood, who was somehow like 9th in all-star voting. Can you guys please go change that? If you made it to this far in the video, I need you guys to go vote for James Wood because it's becoming a travesty. But then again, fan voting is always bad. No offense. James Wood has 18 home runs, 51 RBIs, a 162 OPS plus. The Rockies, they again had a mid-game meltdown, but look at who saved him. Hunter Goodman, his second of the night. He has 13 home runs. He's batting .370 with 12 home runs his last 13 games. And Mickey, wait, actually, I don't know about this one. It looks like he kind of missed it. No, it's gone. Dalen, he almost took it back, but Moniak's 8th home run seals it. Sam Halverson collected his 4th save. The Nationals have lost 9 games in a row. So before we end the recap and show the web gems, I want to talk about the stat leaders across the game of baseball. Aaron Judge, he's still number 1 in batting average with a .377 batting average. He's also tied in home runs with Cal Raleigh. He and Cal both have 26 home runs. Pete Alonso, he's number 1 in RBIs by 3. He has 63, just ahead of Judge. We have hits. Aaron Judge, he has 100 already. And stolen bases, O'Neal Cruz is tied with Jose Caballero with 25 apiece. Who's leading in ERA? Kodai Senga has a 1.47 ERA. Paul Skeens is right behind him, but then you still have Hunter Brown, Max Fried, and those guys. Saves, you have Robert Suarez. He's the only guy with 20. He has 21. And then strikeouts, Mackenzie Gore leads the way with 119. And if you guys want to see the standings at a glance, I'm going to put every single team on the screen right now from the best record to the worst record. So the Tigers, they lead the way at 46 and 27. And the worst team in baseball, the Rockies, at 15 and 57. But I mean, they've won 2 games in a row. And there we have it, another recap in the books. Thank you guys so much for watching. A reminder, please go subscribe to Cam23. He's helping me out a big time right now while the normal editor is on vacation. So love you guys a lot. Enjoy the web gems.